This is an interesting question I got to ask. Who had a better uh, career out of uh, Savion Glover or Alfonso Riberto? Interesting, they both were in the tap dance kid. A lot of people don't understand who, unless you paid attention to it. Glover was an understudy of Roberto because Roberto obviously blew up A384. You remember them Pepsi commercial moonwalking into the Jackson, especially when he bumped into Michael Jackson because at that time Michael Jackson was the biggest thing on the planet. Michael Jackson was like his own planet. So everyone was they had Alfonso Roberto jokes about the glove and all kinds of things. But anyway, both of them had interesting careers. Alfonso was more bigger on the TV surface. Savon Glover was bigger. He got to do film. He got to do tap with Gregory Hines and Sammy Davis Jr. and so many greats in that movie. And he's been in other works. He actually had a dance part on Prince's Emancipation album, and also he got to do stuff with Diddy. So he was quite known and got a lot of work. Alfonso too. Alfonso, think about it. You get to work with Will Smith, Fresh Prince of Bel Air, and In the House with LL Cool J. I mean, he had um that's they both of them had interesting careers. Both of them uh definitely left a mark, in different ways. It's funny how the careers because again, it's commercial appeal. It's about where you go, and of course who you know, and you know, it's a lot of things that go on into that. So, um, very interesting when I think about that, in totality. How they each hit and the you know impact of their artistry because they both were very talented cats, and both of them, again, and people don't understand in the world of tap, it's very competitive. But then when breaking and pop locking and everything else came into view, cats had different avenues, so it was commercialized. So all that was incorporated, and it's all a tribute to Bill Robinson and others. So many greats, the Nicholas brothers, and so many greats that were also featured in Taps. Taps is it's one of the movies that I enjoy quite a bit. Um, especially from the artistic world of it, because I used to go to plays and theater, and I enjoyed it a whole lot, and have you. But I guess the question was whose career, who I think had the dynamic with the career. I think they both had an interesting impact. All depends on what your criteria is, what your standards are. They both had real interesting careers.